it's recording.
Okay, I didn't see it. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. We'd like to welcome you to our special Saturday in depth training. Normally, we do this training on 10 to Infinity, and today we're just going to take a day to try and help our members understand the One Wish a lot better. We know that you have questions, and so we're going to answer those questions for you today. And we're also going to walk you through the flow of registering for the One Wish. And perhaps you've had people that may have had questions about what do I do next. So we're going to walk you through the flow. The first thing, when you share your One Wish invitation link, the person needs to scroll to the bottom of the page to accept your invitation. Once they click on that they accept, then you should show, this is because I've logged in here. You should show as the sponsor. This inviter information should be your information. When they click on OK, continue, they fill out all of this, the form, and then hit next. And you'll see we have a brief description over here under the registration as to what they are about to experience, the 3 income streams, what happens when you invite someone and they accept your invitation and pay the $49, you will receive an immediate $10 sharing incentive bonus. And it talks more here about the other programs. So once they complete the registration form and hit next, now to um, log in, but I'm going to log in using mine so I can just show you this here. So once a person completes the registration, now my screen is going to look a little different because I've already gone through the process. A new person will see different information up here at the top, letting them know what to do and how to pay and where to go next. And we're going to make a few slight improvements on that to give a person a better path to follow so they'll know exactly what to do. Once they complete the registration, they will be taken here to the GRI page. Okay. One thing that we're going to do is let them know somewhere up in here that once they completely read everything, scroll to the bottom and it will say go to dashboard. When they go to the dashboard, they're going to have an indication somewhere in here letting them know that this is where they pay for the Realizer product. And when a person pays the $49 through the One Wish, they're actually pre-registering and prepaying for Lotto Win. Realizer is also the product, one of the products that they're paying for. So Lotto Win and the Realizer should be available in the next few months. We don't have an exact time date. However, the way that the One Wish is set up, it allows you to start earning now from the One Wish. And as you can see, my balance shows 20, but that's as of last night. I've already had 2 very healthy withdrawals. Um, so from once they make their purchase, then they will be taken to the portal. Now, this is where they sync their 10 to Infinity account. Money Time, you really can't do anything with it right now. We've got everybody who's registering in the One Wish as being pre-registered in Money Time, and we're be able to pull in the data from those who had originally joined Money Time. Your information will be there. So use anything And we're going to make sure to bring over the original database into the new temporary MoneyTime 2.0. And of course, LottoWin is not available yet. But under 10 to Infinity, you'll see the sync button for someone that's new. And that just means you're connecting your 10 to Infinity account to the OneWish account. So a person will have two options after they hit the sync button to either enroll as a new member or log in. And for those of us that are already 10 to Infinity members, you just log in. It'll take you to the login box where you enter your login credentials. You'll also have to agree to the terms and conditions. And there's a third box, and this is where you are agreeing to share your information between 10 to Infinity and the OneWish. So once that's done, then you will always be able to come back to the portal, the OneWish portal, and you'll be able to log into any of the programs here. Like now you see I have the login button, so I'm done with that. Once a person completes the sync, then the inviter will immediately receive $10. Okay, so, and if this person is a member of 10 to Infinity already, they will immediately receive that $10 rebate to their account. I know we've had some people who were looking for the rebate, but they had not gone through the syncing process yet. So this is, go ahead.
Let's take a couple of minutes to talk about that. Guys, it's simple, but it's so important to understand what to do and how to do it. When you go to log in, or sorry, when you go to sync and you have the two options, like she said, log in and register. It doesn't matter if you never hear from your upline in 10 to Infinity. You need to log in. We do not allow people to have multiple accounts in 10 to Infinity. And Victoria and I feel very strongly it doesn't matter who's upline from you. It just matters about you and your organization. But if you're already in, you need to log in. And if you forgot your password, don't say, well, man, I forgot my password. I'm just going to go start over again. Don't do that. We find out about it. We're going to remove your second program, and you may be losing some people because of it. So just make sure that if you're already in 10 to Infinity, to log in. If you lost your password, we'll help you get it. Okay. If you um, or you haven't ever registered in 10 to Infinity, then obviously that's what you would do there. And with success there, it brings you back here, okay, where you've synced, and that's when you get the $10, and it shows you login as a, or it shows you, I think, you successfully uh, um, synced with 10 to Infinity first, and then it shows the login. Go ahead, Victoria.
Yeah, okay. So once you've completed that, you see here we've got go to the dashboard, and you can either click it there or here. But now once a person has registered, they've paid the $49, they've synced their 10 to Infinity account, now their dashboard will look like this. And here you see we have our webinar schedule, and we've been having calls for the OneWish every Wednesday. This, with this being red, that means that indicates the call that we had this past Wednesday. Once a call is over, this tab turns red. Here we are on the call currently, so it's still blue. And then you've got 2 more weeks here where we'll have, like, if we click on this, see, it shows blue because we were only, Victor normally does the 10 to Infinity in-depth training calls on Saturday, and we want to keep it. Been out for the last 2 Saturdays, and we are covering for him. We just wanted to take this opportunity today to talk about the One Wish and to
So that
answer.
webinar, yeah, that webinar schedule for Saturday that she showed you is in both here and 10 to Infinity, both places. So if you were in 10 to Infinity, you could see it. If you were in uh, the One Wish, you could see it.
Well, the call today that we're having right now was
Hmm.
just say this is the only time that we had one scheduled for the One
I
Wish.
understand, but I'm saying if you went to 10 to Infinity, it's also there. That's what I was
Right,
saying.
right.
It's in both places.
Okay. But now next week, you'll only see it in 10 to Infinity. So you don't see it here. So that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, so one other thing I wanted to show you here, and I'm not going to click on my, let's see, that doesn't, okay. I'll do it that far because I don't like to show a screen share that shows other people's personal information. So under organization, if you click on my holding tank, that will show you all of the people that have registered through the One Wish but have not paid the $49. Once they pay, they move down into my personally enrolled. Now, what I have been doing and what I suggest to others is that when you have someone in your holding tank, and let's say they've been there for a day, don't let it go beyond that, but send them an email. Just thank them for registering with you. And you notice that they have not moved from the holding tank. If there's um, anything that you can do to help them, and a lot of times people will write back and tell you, well, I want to pay on this day. I'm going to pay on a certain day. Or I've had people to say, well, I wasn't sure what to do next. So just by sending them a little quick email, um, you can help people to move further through the process or answer any questions that they may have or things that they're unsure of.
What if they say that they are excited about this but just don't have the money? How would you handle that?
One thing that I have even advised on that is if you have someone who does not have the 49, or let's say they don't even have $10 to join 10 to Infinity, what I would suggest to them is to offer them your 10 to Infinity link. And if you have a ticket to ride or a way to pay it forward for them, then offer that as well and send them your 10 to Infinity link and let them start that way. Now, that brings up a really good point that I wanted to talk about. But before we do that, let me just show you here. Once a person has gone through the entire process and they come back to their dashboard, now they have an invitation link. And you can just share this link everywhere. It doesn't it's really kind of about numbers in a way, because the more you share this, people are going to start clicking on your link and they're going to register. They're going to pay the $49, sometimes without you even talking to them or communicating with them in any way. I've had that happen several times. So don't worry about, just this is something that you should do just on a continuous basis. Just put your link out there. Just put your link out there. Don't worry about how many people are clicking on it. None of that. Just keep putting your link out there, and people are going to start clicking on it. So,
We
go ahead.
certainly need a global relief initiative, which we have started here, and we can help make the world a lot better place. Let's quickly review, and we're going to go through it slowly, okay? And we're going to tell you the few little edits that you're going to see here as soon as we can have our developer do it. So once you have registered from the landing page where it says I accept the invitation and you register when you're new, okay, and we'll maybe after we go through this we can talk to them about what to do if they don't know who they should get their link from. But once you've registered, it comes to this page right here. On the right, there's going to be this floating arrow pointing down that's going to be flashing down, 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 so that you know there's some more to do down there. And when you maybe even if you click on that arrow, it will actually take you to the bottom of the page, okay, where you would see, okay, go to dashboard. Now, every time you log in, you're going to see this here until you check that box, don't show again. A lot of people want to see this more than once. And you can turn that off whenever you like. And then, so you would go to dashboard, okay? Then we're going to have a flashing arrow. You don't see the pay button here because she's already paid. But if you scroll down a little bit below the about right there where it says available soon, right in there, there's a pay button, pay $49. And we'll have a big arrow pointing to that, a nice big red arrow that I'm sure our developer can find that will be flashing again, drawing attention to that pay button because a lot of people just didn't know what to do. Upon successfully paying the $49, okay, and because otherwise you'll be in the holding tank, okay, and but once you've successfully paid, then you will automatically go to this page where you would have the sync button instead of the login button on the 10 to infinity, just like it says sync for money time there, and you would sync it. The others you don't have to worry about right now. There'll be more to that, and we'll be letting you know later. So we were talking, Victoria, about. I know you are excited to tell them about one thing, but during this, I said we'll explain here in just a minute. Oh, about your upline. If you don't know, can you address that for a minute?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, you may not know who the person is that is the upline from you in 10 to infinity that is already in uh, TheOneWish, and we may not know either. Okay, it's not easy for us to figure that out. Um, Maybe Victoria, we can talk to Mithun and see if he can come up with a way for us to see in the admin of 10 to infinity who the first upline is that's also in that would be a great tool. He could do
Yes.
that for us.
Yes.
Okay, make a note on that one. And then, so if you don't know, I want you to understand, don't worry about it. Okay. If your upline is not communicating with you, if they were in it, they would certainly tell you, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Okay, and if they're not in it, they don't even know about it. Okay, because it would be kind of silly not to do it. Okay, so uh, go ahead and after you do just the most minimalistic approach to trying to find out who your upline is, then just go ahead and we'll try to tell you who your upline is that is involved because we like to respect the genealogy. You may not care about your upline, but you would care if you were the upline of the organization that we're trying to help and it's downline you. So just keep that in mind, okay? And then, uh, you know, we'll try to help you the best we can to get that link, and it won't be long where we don't even have to worry about that. But we're trying to help make sure that we're staying consistent with that. Also, we've been asked several times over the last few weeks, does this replace 10 to infinity? And it's absolutely not. Okay. 10 to infinity is a standalone business program. Money Time is a standalone money program. Lotto Win is going to be a standalone program that is very much like a game that you can make a lot of money by sharing that with people. Uh, the One Wish is we don't present it as a business opportunity. Now you can make some money, the $10 she's talking about, and then the $10 match. Okay, it's just sharing incentive bonus. That's all it is. $10, and it's a one-time thing. And also very important to know that once you get to go from bronze to silver, which is the same for 10 to infinity, it's 1 to 4 for bronze, 5 to 9 for silver, and 10 plus gold. But all you have to do here, as opposed to 10 to infinity and money time, that's live. We know, you could be gold and drop down to silver. Okay, not here. Once you're gold, you're gold. Okay, in the One Wish.
And we're also going to
There's
have some sort of a badge on the dashboard somewhere that will
Yeah.
show you. But, like you said, once you get to 10, I mean, you're gold. You're gold forever. So that's pretty, that's good.
Mhm. Let's talk to him about that you were wanting to share with him. Now I think that's
Okay,
good.
well, you
About
you pretty much said what what I was going to
oh
say, and
no,
that.
I'm talking about the auto payment thing over in to 10 to infinity. Doesn't that have a lot to do with some people's strategies?
Oh, yes, but that's okay. I wasn't even
Doesn't
going to
apply
mention
here.
that. Well,
Oh,
I um I mean that's actually for everyone.
yeah.
And you can find that on last week's training where there is an
Okay.
additional uh, let's see here. We can just go there. But before we leave here, what I
Yeah.
wanted to actually say, and you had started to talk about that, as far as people thinking that the One Wish is somehow replacing 10 to infinity, or they feel like it's something new and 10 to infinity has not, had a chance to prove itself. No, no, no. The One Wish, is actually increasing the enrollment of the members in 10 to infinity because it's all automatic. It's going to do the same thing for Money Time and Lotto Win. So when you make the effort to bring someone into your 10 to infinity business, if you were to bring them through the One Wish, you've got the same effort, same person. Now you have four different ways of earning an income instead of just one. So it should be looked at a global relief initiative, which is what it is, because with the One Wish, the the only thing that we have in place, I would say, that's maybe less restrictive than the others, is that there is a $20 minimum withdrawal. That's it. That's it. You don't have to maintain a certain amount in your wallet. Um, there are no other restrictions. So this allows people to actually earn and receive the income that they're needing right now. That's the whole purpose of this, is to help people get money now. So you want
That's
me?
that's one of it. The other is, and this is very important. And this goes from years of experience with Victoria and myself, and that is that there's this embedded fear in so many people, percentage wise, of people that would need the help of recruiting or selling. And we try to make this where people won't even think of that it's just a matter of sharing, not recruiting, not selling. Some will still look at it as recruiting, but
Right.
in our perspective, my goodness, how the big thing is you don't have to explain anything to anybody. With 10 to infinity and money time, I don't know where that's coming from. Once people come in to those programs, if they're coming in directly into them, you have to get them to understand what they're in, and they have to understand the comp plan, and they have to go through the training things. Those are, if you treat it like a business, you're going to do that anyway. Our point of view here is that yes, they still want to do that. They still should do that, but not initially. Get them making money. Now they want to know why they're making money, and they can go check that out. Okay. It's just a different approach to the whole thing.
And I have personally experimented with that, what you just mentioned, because and I wanted to let you know, anyone welcome to go to my Facebook page, and you're welcome to copy, use any posting that you see that I have on my page concerning Wish, because I don't really put my link on there. But what I will do is I'll make a post and then have them to request more information. So then I send them my link, like in Messenger or something, or in a private message. But I did this the other day, and I had about, oh, I'd say maybe 10 people to ask me for the link. I've had 7 of them to register, and 3 of them paid. I didn't have to explain anything. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to see if what we thought and believed was actually true. And it is. It is. The key is just putting it out there, putting it out there. And the more people who know about the One Wish, the more people who are going to do just that. They're going to see the value in this. They're going to register. They're going to pay the $49. And as JC said, once they start sharing their invitation link and they start seeing the income coming in, $10, $10, $10, 10, I mean, just over and over, now hopefully they will have the curiosity. Don't know anything about it at that time. Now they're going to want to know, how am I making this money? Where is this coming from? So hopefully that will make them want to learn more about it, but you don't have to explain anything. And if you find yourself having to explain the One Wish, it might be how you are presenting it. So just take a look at that, okay? So JC, you wanted me to log into 10 to Infinity?
Well, we don't need to do that now. That we did address that in the last call.
Right.
By the way, guys, you may have to get the new people that you share the One Wish with. You might need to give them some guidance on how to withdraw the money in 10 to Infinity and Money Time, because they don't know what to do. They're making money. They don't know how to go get it and withdraw it. Okay. So that may be the only thing they ever have to learn about 10 to Infinity and Money Time. Again, we want them to learn more. They should learn more. Treat it like a business. But uh, that changes the whole the whole dimension, the whole concept behind what we're trying to do here with the sharing economy is that when you don't have to explain it, it doesn't matter whether they think that they're recruiting or not recruiting or selling or not selling. If they understand that they don't have to explain it, that is a major thing for them to feel like, well, I can do this. Okay. Because people want a system. They always want a system. I'm in. Now, what do I do? Well, what do you tell them what they need to do on the One Wish?
Share
Get
their
that link.
invitation link. That's
Get
it.
that invitation link everywhere. Put it on QR codes and put it in posters in restaurants and just the grocery store, little tear off tabs, whatever. Okay. Just get it out there as many places as you can. And I will tell you this, that not now, but in time, you are going to see these little invitations links all over the place. And if you didn't do what we're telling you to do now, okay, you're going to say, man, I had the opportunity to get that out there ahead of it. I had first movers advantage to get my invitation link out there to everywhere, and I let it get by me. You don't want to do that, okay? Because I mean, you're going to be seeing this all over the place.
And the thing
And
about it is that this is not just for those who are doing an online business. This is for everyone, even if they've never done an online business before. It's for everyone. And like you said, JC, the only thing that may need to happen is to teach them how to withdraw their funds. But here, right now, we're using, I'm not sure if it's using Stellar or not, but I know PayPal is an option here. So
Yeah,
it's a whole
and
lot
Stellar.
easier. Okay, and Stellar.
Everything like that's in 10 to infinity, the same thing.
Okay.
And for money time, it will be the same thing as 10 to
Mhm.
infinity when we launch it.
Okay.
We'll be adding the other stuff later.
Okay. So this is something for everyone. So we are at the halfway mark. Like to do is just allow you all to, I think, let me allow everyone else to unmute themselves. And if you have a question, please feel free to ask us.
I haven't seen anything typed in the chat.
Okay. Everyone has been, now we've got a raised hand. Let's see. Um,
Ron Cryer.
Ron.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I do have a couple of questions. One of them respecting the sharing initiative bonus that you've mentioned.
Yes.
Is that another word for as how you refer to it in 10 to infinity as a TTR? Is that
No.
what you would say?
No, I guess if you wanted to use another word for it, it would be commission. But
Okay.
Wish is not a business. You are actually earning an incentive for sharing this.
Okay.
Yes, what it
Okay.
is. Yeah,
All
now
right.
the TTR in 10 to Infinity is a ticket to ride, which has a value of $10. And that to pay for someone else to join 10 to Infinity. So like, for example, there's a couple of ways that you can earn tickets to ride. You can also purchase them. But if you have someone that you wanted to pay for in 10 to Infinity, then you would just have them to register for free. They'd show up in your holding tank. And then in your holding tank, if you have available TTRs, that's where you could choose the option to use one of your TTRs to pay for them.
Right.
And that's where you also want to go watch that previous call to where we put in this automated thing that is really, really slick to where you can actually have anybody that you give a ticket to ride for or they pay themselves in 10 to infinity holding tank. You can have them automatically placed in your organization where you want them placed without you having to do anything. You could be on vacation and it does it.
Right.
You got to kind of check it every once in a while to see if you want to change it to somebody else. Because otherwise, you could have a bunch of people going in under one person.
One person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The other
Okay.
question I have for you
Okay.
is respect to the link that you have here in
On
the
the
OneWish.
dashboard? Yes.
Yes. Now, let's say you're looking to place this link in a group, in a Facebook group. So my question is, you can't really just place the link without any wording. So do you suggest, or do you recommend, or do you have any sort of a script that can be attached with the link explaining just something really simple and general about the OneWish? Is
Well,
that a good
what you
idea?
Go to
yes,
the
yes, what you can
GRI
do,
page.
yes.
Yeah, there
Okay,
you
you can go to the, that's what I was going to do. You can go to the GRI page, you can pull something from here, or like I said, I have a few posts on my Facebook profile. If you want to go there, you're more than welcome to copy what's there even. Anytime, you're welcome to do that. And then but I would still, you can even place your link there, after that.
Right. No, that's a good idea. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Donald?
Yes, can you hear me, Gloria?
Yes.
Victoria? Yeah.
Yes.
You covered part of my question earlier, and it had to do with people that are in my holding tank.
Yes.
And and I haven't, but I will do as you say, certainly within a day, get back to those individuals.
Hmm.
When you get back to those people, there's no reason to provide your link again, because did they get something from the One Wish once they registered where they can have access to that again to go back in to pay?
I'm not sure what emails that they receive, but it's not a bad idea, to, like I said, just offer your help, see if they needed any help, and uh, just
They
you
should
can.
be able to log in after they registered. They need to be sent an email letting them know what the process is for logging in again.
Right. But it wouldn't hurt you to just even include that in the email that you send them. To log back in, all you need to do is go to theonewish.com, and and then just have.
Would I send them my link
No,
again?
you could just, because once
Mm.
they've registered and
Oh,
they're in your holding tank,
yeah.
they just need to go to the main site and they'll see the login link at the top.
Okay. Because once they've registered, they already have a username. They already have a
Yes.
password. They have to
Yes.
go in.
And they're
Uh-huh.
locked to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So they
That's a big point there, guys. They're locked to you.
Yeah.
so they can just log in using the username and password they created during the registration process.
Mhm.
And you can even let them know that.
And then just give them the onewish.com site. That's
Right.
it. So they could log in right there.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Or if you
Um,
want to, let's see here. Okay, I've got all this stuff on my screen. And right here is the login link. So you can, of course, all of this will be blank, that'll be there for them to put their information. But you can
mhm.
even send them this link, theonewish.com/members/login.
I got it. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'll do. And then one other question while I'm on here. We were talking earlier, once Money Time, if we're not a member of Money Time, once Money Time is available, will we need to go in and register then, or will it be, or will we be automatically be registered from our 10 to Infinity information?
Well, it's not from your 10 to Infinity information. It's primarily from the One Wish and
Okay.
whether or not you were already a Money Time member. So it may be the exact same thing. When you click on the sync button, it will show login or enroll for someone who's brand new to Money Time, who's never been in the Money Time database.
So may need to enroll at that time. And
Right.
But
If you've never.
he is registering you, and then those who are already in, okay, Money Time will change it, okay, to what it was initially. But he's automatically building the database with the person who provided the One Wish link. You're going to be automatically registered to them in Money Time.
Drive from here. Mm.
Oh, got somebody talking. Okay, so anyway, was that clear what I just said,
yes,
Victoria?
I understood. Thank you, Jason.
Well, yes. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Donald.
And they're locked into you again. Okay, so
Okay.
guys, man,
That's a good
be
thing.
jumping on this.
Okay. Bill, did you have a question? Bill, are you able to? I see your mic is unmuted. Do you have a question? You have your hand raised. Okay.
Jack asked a question: where can I find a simplified outline explanation of 10 to Infinity business model? That's an easy one for you to answer, Victoria.
Well, in the back office of 10 to Infinity, under the training section, there are several PDFs and videos that will help you with that.
Let me give you guys a little insight. Okay, you've heard me say this over and over again. Treat it like a business. Well, we had a gentleman in Trinidad, Tobago, that came into 10 to Infinity. He found it on his own. Nobody was pursuing him. Okay. And he found a link and got in. And the first thing he did was go to that training section. And he didn't understand it clearly. You know what he did? And he came on one of our webinars and said this to everybody, that he went through it, each one of them, about a dozen times, to where he completely understood it. And man, has his business, this was middle of December, his business has just really exploded. And the people that he's bringing in, I believe he's having them do the same thing. Okay. Because their business is exploding. Okay. I mean, they're all going to gold rapidly, are all making money. The guy that did this is doing at least, um, I'd say an average of $100 to $200 a day in withdrawals. Guys, would that be a global relief initiative type of income? Okay. So, and he wasn't any big networker. He just said, man, this is really great. He saw, and he wasn't even concerned about any large databases coming in. They're just doing what they learned in that training section, which right below dashboard in your back office of 10 to Infinity. The word dashboard on the left, right below it's training. And Victoria is responsible for darn near everything in there. Okay. And just absorb it and listen to it or read it, okay, over and over and over again until it's practically memorized in your brain. You know what is coming next. Okay.
You know, even I went through that same process. Okay, so how can I make this to where I can explain it? Some first had to understand it. And the more that I began to understand how it works and how it all flows, and actually in the PDF, that encompasses every part of 10 to Infinity, and you actually get to see how it flows. And like JC said, you may have to read it more than once, but that actually brings all parts of it together. And once you understand it, then you can truly see the power of the sharing economy in 10 to Infinity, because we share in everything. Everything is a sharing process. And that's basically what it is. And you may also want to, there's a video back there called A Conversation. And if you maybe listen to that, because that is 10 to Infinity in a nutshell. It's a sharing economy. And we just have so many different ways in how we share with one another and help each other to earn. But that's basically what it is. It is a sharing economy. Okay, Ron, did you have a question? Your hand is raised.
And I took care of Bill already, I think.
Well,
No, it's, sorry about that. You had answered my question. Well,
okay.
I just have one little question. On the 10 to Infinity, do you have available payment PayPal? I know you didn't, and I'm wondering if you have now, or if you're going to be if you don't, as a way to pay.
Yes, it should be back there
Oh, okay.
under the profile section.
Okay.
And when you scroll to the bottom, you know, and click on the drop down, if it's defaulted to Stellar, you can click on the drop down and select PayPal, and just put in your PayPal email address.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, Andrea, did you have a question? You can unmute yourself.
Okay, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, to have a portal looking like this, you start with the OneWish to get a portal like this, and that's on the screen with 10 to Infinity, Money Time, and Lotto.
Yes, this comes from, yes, this comes from the OneWish, an invitation link that you receive.
So how can I find out my sponsor can find out who her sponsor is to donate to
Okay.
OneWish?
Yes. JC, if they're needing a link, would you suggest they send an email to 10 to Infinity support, or how would they? And I have
Yeah,
a lot of people
it's
contacting me personally on Facebook, and that's no problem
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever in Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
And I find
at the
that
bottom of the page. There's a support link there that could be used, or you could just uh, log in and, well, if they can't, if they haven't registered, they, so on the website, just click on support
Mm-hmm.
down at the bottom of the page and put in your request.
Okay.
Okay, and support gets in touch with me, and I I oversee support, so I make sure that they have the information that they need. We definitely want that tool that we thought of on this call, this webinar alone here, to where we can go into somebody's 10 to infinity back office and see whether, or I mean, look at the whole genealogy, but to find out who's in already, because we're using the same developer, the same server, and all that for the OneWish. 10 to Infinity is the company who owns the OneWish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're
Okay.
doing a
collaboration.
thank you collaboration with Money, Time, and Lot of Win in regards to our efforts here to build all of them at the same time.
Oh, okay, and I heard a question answered regarding the payout. You have to do a minimum of $20 payout,
Yes, you have. Yes.
and that's for each and every one.
No, that's just for the OneWish.
Oh,
I
that's the
say
one wish.
10 to Infinity is a little different
Mm-hmm.
because you have the Infinity subscriptions, which are renewed every 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have locked funds in 10
Okay.
to Infinity. Plus, you also have to maintain a $20 minimum balance in your wallet
Mm-hmm.
for 10 to Infinity. So, but that what I was saying is here is that the OneWish is the fastest way
Mm-hmm.
for you to actually be able to withdraw the money that you need.
Okay. Another question is, yeah, I know you're still working on Ooh La La,
Yes.
and so, and you still will have a choice of crypto and also PayPal, or is there another way you can withdraw?
Right now, it's just Stellar Lumen and PayPal.
Okay, so it'll be for the same for everything.
Right now, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Mhm.
Um, the oh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Okay, let's see here. Let's
Oh, the amount of methods that can be used to withdraw will become less once we have something that works really, really well. And let me explain why. I mean, a lot of people say, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" Thinking it would be really easy. Every time you open a different channel for or venue for doing a withdrawal, the company has to go and put funds into that venue to be able to automatically pay you whenever you're requesting. Okay, and if we have more than one, then we got to figure out, okay, how much do we need for this one, how much need for that one, and it's constant battle of moving funds around, and we don't want to do that. We want to have it eventually to when you go and do a withdrawal, there's no manual involvement at all. It's all automated, and we're going to have one way for you to get paid. Okay, and I'm quite certain, well, unless you're in India, and then India will have an exception. Okay, because it's just different in that country than anywhere else in the world. But we'll be using stellar lumens to pay you. And I've
okay.
been saying that
Oh,
for a long, long time. Go ahead, Victoria.
sorry. I we weren't able to hear Bill, but he was asking about the link that he received. He didn't know where to go to accept the invitation. So you should have received the link that had the OneWish and it has your sponsor's name at the end. But you just scroll down to the end of the page, and right here at the bottom it says, I accept your invitation. Once you click on that button, that will start taking you through the registration and the payment process, and you'll have your own link. Okay, let's see. Andrea, do you have another question, Andrea?
Yes,
Oh, go ahead.
yes. Regarding with the Stellar Lumen, do you have to have a particular wallet to receive that money, like a MetaMask
When
or
it's time, you'll know. We'll have a wallet for you.
Oh, okay.
We'll take care of making sure you know
All right.
when the time comes. Yeah, don't have to think about it now.
Okay. Do we have any other questions, comments, or let's check the chat here. Okay. Bill is asking about 10 to Infinity not being an MLM. And let's see. Okay, and how some people are looking at it as though it were an MLM. Now, I will say 10 to Infinity is not an MLM. It's not network marketing. It is a true one-level affiliate program. And I mean, you can't control what people think when they see something like that, you know. So the best way, JC, if you want to expand on that about 10 to Infinity being a one-level affiliate program.
Well, I've told people that it is referral marketing, because I mean, if you're going to be paid for bringing on affiliates to a one-level affiliate program, it is referral, and that could be technically network marketing. But most people put network marketing in the same category as multi-level marketing, and it's just not. Okay, it is even the Beyond Infinity, which I worked on for coming up with the how to do that for 20 years. The smartest man I've ever known in my life has 2 doctorate degrees, one in business administration and one in judicial law. He never practiced as an attorney, but he, could very well, and he's an advisor for billionaires. And he had a very, very successful and large business back in the early days of Amway. There was another company called A.L. Williams, which was an insurance company. Some of you may have heard of that. And he sold that business for a lot, but he looked at that comp plan and studied it really well. And he came back to me and said, JC, I don't know how you did this, but you came up with the only thing I've ever seen that has unlimited width, unlimited depth, but is not multi-level marketing. It's a one-level affiliate program. Now, again, you could have people arguing that if you are paying a match of earnings, then it could be considered two-level, but so what? One level or two-level affiliate programs are not multi-level marketing, neither one of them. So I look at the matching as incentive for being a good leader. Okay, so
But
that's
even
just
at
a
and
bonus.
even at that, you only have one person receiving
Yeah.
the match. It's always one person. One person receives the coded commissions, one person receives the match. So it's not, you're not being paid on multiple levels, such as,
And we're doing, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, technically, multi-level marketing is considered just that. When you are paid, when you have several people who are being paid on several different levels from the one cell, that's multi-level marketing. One other thing I wanted to point out, and you may not realize this, is that with 10 to Infinity, you're actually inviting people to purchase a product. However, they do not have to become a member to purchase the product. So the products that we have for 10 to Infinity are available to the general public, and they do not have to be a 10 to Infinity member to purchase the product.
And you're paid a commission.
Right.
This is what I was getting ready to say a minute ago. The one thing that you probably will have a hard time understanding is the term sharing economy and how we are truly doing this. We're all working together as this community, where I mean, I'm going to give you a couple examples. Victoria, you think of some here, okay? But the person that comes in on your hives on your left and right, you're not earning any money from that, okay? In the hive, you earn money on your positions 3, 4, 5, and 6. Who earns that money? Well, the person who shared it with you. So you're sharing back with them for them sharing with you the earnings on your left and right, not the Beyond Infinity. You're the sponsor of those two, then they're going to follow you into Beyond Infinity. And Beyond Infinity, okay, every single week, okay, you're passing up one. If you're passing up one, if you only have one person that you brought into Beyond Infinity, just so you know, you get paid every other week the coded commission. That's, I mean, you're not doing your part, okay? And I'll get to what your part is here in a moment. If you've got um, two people that you have enrolled, okay, we're going to let you have one enrolled to you every week and the other one enrolled to, or not enrolled, coded. That's the word I meant to use, coded to whomever you're coded to every other week. Okay, so you're sharing one, not every other week, but every week. Okay, now you're getting paid on 3 generations. You get paid on 2 generations if all you're doing is bringing one to the table, and that every other week is coded to whomever you're coded to. The If you have brought in and shared this with at least 3 people into Beyond Infinity, and everything we're doing is helping you to get 4, okay, then you are passing up 2, and it alternates every week as to who you're passing up and as to who they're coded to. So you're sharing, okay, and that's how this works. Okay, it's a but, and a lot of people say, man, I'm giving up. You're not seeing the big picture here if you're making any kind of comments in your own head like that, because everybody who is coded to you, they're passing up 2 to you every week. And those that you enrolled that are not coded to you that week, you're still making the matching bonus. So we're being extremely fair, extremely balanced, but that's how this is the most powerful compensation plan I've ever seen, and I strongly believe it's the strongest in the world. Now, it's not designed for uh, leaders and companies to to uh, pillage their way through the industry and like a binary. Okay, I can't stand binaries. I feel like they should be illegal. Okay, but this is designed to take care of the little guy, which is what my compensation plans have always been about. Okay, and if the little guy's winning, so is the leaders, so is the company. Okay, and so
And another
um,
thing too, you're not
yeah,
actually losing anyone. You're
no,
only passing or sharing up the coded commission for that 7-day period if that person is not coded to you. But you don't
right,
lose your people. And then they come
yeah,
back to you.
never,
And like if you have 3 or more personally enrolled members who are in Beyond Infinity, this is very, very important. They can't just be in a hive. they have to have gone into Beyond Infinity, at least Infinity 1. So if you have 3 or more, now you are eligible to earn coded commissions to infinity. So as your 10 to Infinity business grow, and you have personals who are in at least Infinity 1, they have personals who are in at least Infinity 1, down the line, it doesn't matter if you have 120 personals who are in Beyond Infinity, in at least Infinity 1, you're only sharing up 2 of the coded commissions. And that means of all the others that remain with you, if you had 100, for example, let's say 20. If you had 20, you shared up 2 of those coded commissions. That leaves 18 members with you who are coded to you in this particular week. Of those 18 members, you get 2 of theirs each, coded commissions, coded to you. So that's how it works in depth.
And it keeps repeating itself over and over again. Whoever's
Absolutely.
coded to you are passing up 2, no more than 2. Here's something other interesting in multi-level marketing, okay, matrices or whatever. If you had, let's say, somebody on your 3rd generation, you brought in somebody and you're making a match off of them, but they brought in somebody. Okay, so the person you enrolled brought in somebody that they enrolled. Okay, the money, this is going to blow your mind. Okay, if they have at least 3 that they have personally enrolled, you have maxed out all you can earn. If they have 300, if they have 3,000 that they personally enrolled, you don't make any more money. That doesn't happen in multi-level marketing. It happens in this very unique proprietary sharing economy that we've created. It happens there, and that's, I don't know of any other place that happens, because you're sitting there saying, "Oh man, I want to do that." Well, there are programs out there that are designed for that, okay, but that's not what we're about. I have personally never ever seen anything that mathematically pays like this pays. So
Exactly. I haven't either. And I've been in this industry, sales period, for over 40 years, and I've never seen anything like Infinity compensation plan. Never. And it's all,
oh,
and I mean, if you can just imagine it's so powerful, sometimes it even blows my mind, because all you are paying out of pocket is a one-time $10. $10. And that $10 gets leveraged through the community. And that one-time $10 can earn you potentially thousands, hundreds of thousands. But all you ever pay out of pocket is $10. That just blows my mind sometimes. Okay, Donald, you have your hand up. Did you have a question?
Yes, Victoria, when someone asks you for your referral link for TheOneWish, and you provide that to them, how much information do you provide in the communication you do with that person, other than just providing your link?
Well, in what I've done is I have sent them, and it depends on which post they respond to, because I've posted our OneWish recorded presentation, and I'll have something on my like a short post, and then I'll post the presentation and then ask them to request more information. And so I'll say, I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to view the recorded presentation, but if not, here it is again. And if you're interested, here's my link. That's all I do.
Okay.
Because you're going to find, and this is the same, someone had mentioned about recruiting in 10 to Infinity. You're going to find people who want to do this. Okay. That's who you're looking for. And in order to find the people who really want to do this or to help themselves, you can't just one time, and I'm not referring to you, Donald. I'm just saying in general, um, sometimes there may be a person who may post a link or post something, and they'll do it one time and they have absolutely zero response from it. And that's okay. Well, this is not working. You can't do that. Keep sharing it, and it's going to catch on. People are going to start clicking on your link. They're going to start enrolling on their own without you having to explain anything. And I'll tell you something else. When you get someone who wants to, you've sent them the information, they have not taken the time to look at the recorded webinar, they've not read the website, but they want to present you with 1,000 questions, you're wasting your time. You are wasting your time. That person will either, after you've gone through all this time, spent all this time explaining things, they'll either not enroll or they will enroll and do nothing. So just be leery of that. Your time is valuable, and you want to spend it with people who want to do something to help themselves.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Victoria.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Okay, we have Roman. Hi, Roman. You have a question? You should mute yourself.
Roman is a lady living there in the States that has a rather large
Right.
group from Ethiopia.
Yes. Hi, Roman. Go
Hi,
ahead.
how are you? Okay. Actually, people a lot of interesting, and only one person that goes through in the computer. 10 to infinity 2 months ago, they told her, congratulations. She was so excited. It's real. They sent it to me, and then she called me back, and really, with some reason too, I'm gonna go to Ethiopia. I got my shot today. So next month, the end of next month. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're very excited, just like I can tell them a presentation, we're going to have a big deal. Now, when they send me the email, it's almost 210 because I told them you have to be, understand, they can read ebook and stuff like that, everything. But it's very hard to register for username and okay, password, username, and they have their own. I tried until 4 o'clock with this university dean, the guy. He has how many students he has in university? He is very interesting. So please tell me more and give it to him everything. So uh,
What
I
are
know I
you
am
what are
no
you asking about
my
specifically?
asking is how do I put them in my link in my other group also really because I paid and then they already put it 400 birr in my bank, a lot of them, but they're
Okay.
not even register.
Are they expecting you to register them?
Yes, because they don't know how to register there. It's the card. They don't have a card. I am the one to let them to register if they pay 400 per
Mm-hmm.
day currently here. So I need help. You know how it's just a little it's
Well,
a lot of a lot.
what you can do, are they all personally sponsored to you, or is there someone else that is going to be their sponsor?
Okay, they are different group. For example, six of them, they don't know each other. Each
Uh-huh.
one of them, they have strong leg. I know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So they send it to me, the email, 210 people. I'm talking about different kind of groups. Some of them, they have 76 people. Some of them, they have, I don't know which one is I can start.
But all of them are expecting you to help them get registered?
Thank you. Yes, I
Okay.
already have.
Sounds like you need some help. But here's what I mean, if I personally were in that situation,
Uh-huh.
what I would do, because you know that you can purchase the ticket to ride. You can purchase up to 4 at a time.
Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Rather than using your card or crypto,
Yeah.
then, for example, if you had 10 people that were
Okay.
going to be your personals
Thank
and they've
you.
sent you money already,
Yes, I
use
did.
that money to purchase the ticket to ride. And
Oh,
then now that they have registered, or well, once you register them, then all you have to do is in your 10 to Infinity back office, click on the Ticket to Ride link. And at the
uh-huh.
very top, you put in the username of the person that you just registered that you want to
Okay.
pay for.
Okay.
And when you submit that, that Ticket to Ride is going to automatically pay for them. So
Hmm.
now, if you've got other uh, leaders that will also have a different downline, different from, then you'll need that person's 10 to Infinity link to register their people under. And then
Oh,
but now, because they are all a part of your downline, once everybody gets registered, all you have to do is put in that person's username, the one that you want to pay for using the Ticket to Ride, put their username at the top. And it doesn't matter how far down they are in your
tickets for
lineage.
that. Okay.
Right. You'll be able to pay for them. And like I said, you can purchase 4 TTRs at a time. Or, and
Okay.
here's something else. If you've got someone who has a large list of people that are needing to register under them, once you get those people registered using that person's link, um, I believe that what you can do, you would still purchase TTRs, but then you could actually transfer those TTRs to that one sponsor.
Oh,
And
okay.
then if you, because you're registering them, you would have access to their back office. You could log in
Okay.
and go to the TTR page and click on their holding tank, because everyone that registers for free is
Mm-hmm.
going to be in their holding tank. And you can just go through and click, the TTR, and pay for them all like that.
Oh, excellent. Thank you
hmm
so
But
much.
you still probably would need some help getting them registered.
I know, I
But
know.
that's wonderful, though. That's wonderful. You're going to be helping a lot of people. That's great.
I tell you what, I really appreciate it with the person who helped me. She's already in, you talked to her already,
Uh huh.
but Andrea,
Yes. Oh,
she's,
yes. Okay. Wonderful.
oh my God, she lived in, not too far away from me,
hmm
but she helps me a lot. She got a lot of
Oh,
understanding.
that's
She's
great.
understanding that I am Ethiopian. This is my second networking marketing business, Nick, and before.
Uh huh.
Me and her, that's why we know each other 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Well,
so she helps me a lot. So if I don't understand what you're saying,
uh huh.
she's online now. She listens.
Yes. Uh huh.
So
Yes.
she helps me, so many things.
Well,
So
that's great. Well,
yeah,
Andrea, we sure appreciate you helping Roman like this.
it is.
Okay. Well, and then you'll have this recording to go back to and listen to.
Oh,
So if you
excellent.
miss
Okay,
anything.
sure.
Okay.
Thank you so
All
much for your
right. Well, thank you, Roman. We appreciate you.
help. Of course, anytime.
Okay. Do we have any other questions or comments before we close out? Okay. JC, is there anything that you'd like to say before we close it?
No, it's been a wonderful call, and
Absolutely.
I'm about to go to bed here. So,
Okay,
okay.
well, you have a good evening, and I'd like to thank you all for being here. We definitely appreciate you spending this time with us and learning more. And I mean, this is what we do this because we enjoy helping you to understand all of this better, so that your way of earning an income can become easier and easier. So thank you all so much, and we appreciate you. And have a good day. Uh, have a good night or good afternoon. Okay. Bye bye, everyone.